What's up, guys? Jay here from Easy Blade. This is going to be an amazing haircut transformation. Now you can see this hair is very long. He's been growing it for years, but he wants to transition to a man bun. So the first thing we're going to do here is basically part the hair. We're going to use the top of the hair. That's the man bun part we're going to keep. And we want to part this. And what we're going to do here is basically do a drop fade haircut. We're going to keep the top. We're going to cut it down a little bit in the middle of the haircut. So what I'm doing here is basically separating the hair, making sure that when I start to fade, it doesn't get, in the fade. So we're going to go ahead and tie it up. We put some clips on there to hold it where I want it to be. And then we're going to do some clipper over comb and basically remove that bulk. Now that you remove the bulk, you want to grab number 4 guard and remove more of that bulk. Now you can see when I grab the number 4 guard, it's basically flattening out the surface for me. You can see there's a lot of hair stuck there. So I want something that's going to create that nice flat surface for me so I can go ahead and start that fade. And you can see I'm letting the back drop. We're keeping hair in the back because he wants his hair kind of falling down. You guys are going to see in a little bit. So we're just clearing that bulk, leaving more bulk in the back, and keeping that part low with a number 4 guard. Now from here, we're going to start our skin line and we're going to drop it in the back. So it's basically a drop fade, like I said. And as we come around, we're going to go ahead and make sure that's lower. It's going to go down towards the nape of the head. So now that we created our skin line, we're going to grab our number 2 guard and we're going to start this scooping motion. And we're basically almost going up to the 4, but as we get higher, we're going to open the lever of our machine and just pretty much scoop into the hair. And you can see as we get along to the back, you can see there's still that bulky part up top, and that's what we're keeping. So it's basically a drop fade man bun. So now we're gonna create a guideline. We're gonna start with our machine open and we're gonna create our second guideline. So our first guideline was that skin line, and the second one is the machine fully open. Doesn't matter what machine you guys have, as long as it has a lever on it. You can do these same steps as long as you have the guard. You can do the same step. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start to drop that towards the back as well. Same exact steps. So now we're switching to our 1.5 guard. You remember we had on the 2, and we're basically fading our way down from the biggest guard to the smallest guard. So we're fading into that number 2 guard. As we get higher, we're gonna create a scooping motion and open our lever to fade into that number 2 guard. Now from our 1.5 guard, we're going to drop down to our 1. Again, we're fading from the biggest guard to the smallest guard. As we get higher, we're opening our lever so we can transition into these clipper guards. If you guys are still confused about clipper guards, go to our channel and just type in how to use clipper guards explained, and this is pretty much going to break down how clipper guards work and how pretty much you can fade clipper guards into each other so that you always have a clean fade like we're doing right here. You can see the fade is starting to get a little blurry. It's starting to transition, and that second guideline is starting to go away. Once we jump down to our half guard, so we went from a 2 to a 1.5 to a 1, and then we're going to jump down to our half, you're going to see that second guideline that we put there completely gone. All right, now we're dropping down to our half guard. We're going to open the leather and we're going to do smaller strokes. As we get higher, we're opening the lever and we're going to do smaller strokes. We're basically fading into that previous guard, and you can see, guys, the fade is there. If we were doing a 1 fade or a half fade, this fade would be complete. But since we're doing a skin fade, we pretty much got to take out that first guideline, which is that skin line, and we're pretty much going to have this thing complete. And you can see it looks blurry. I love the way it looks. It's a good look for him. So now, no guard on the machine. We're gonna open the lever as we fade, and we're gonna do very small strokes because we don't wanna go high. We don't wanna go too high. So we're basically just biting at that line, biting at that skin line. As we get higher, we're opening it up. Now remember, when we did our second guideline, we used the machine all the way open. So as long as we go in that area where we open the machine at, we can't make another line. Now you can see the drop in the back. You can see that hair that's there. You know, he pretty much has a nice sturdy surface at the top where when he does his man bun, it's going to look together. So some people will probably bring the fade up too high and do a man bun, and you got to have some type of transition when you do haircuts. So some people will bring the haircut all the way up and then give him a man bun. It just wouldn't look good. So you need something for that hair to lay on, just in case he wants to let it out, comb it back. He needs something that connects the hair to each other. Some people leave it at a disconnect. Right here, we're doing our shaver just to make the haircut pop. When you use the shaver, it's really going to make that hair pop. So now I'm going to go ahead and take out the clips that we put in the hair to hold it, and then I'm going to trim the top. Okay. Now he wants it very long, so I'm pretty much just gonna pull up on the hair as high as he wants it. I ask him right here. He says yes, that's what he wants. And we're gonna chop it from there. We're gonna use basically the finger technique. I'm just using my own knowledge of where I put the hair at, and I'm matching. You can see where the hair was cut, and I'm matching the longer hair to that. And we're gonna do that going all the way back. This is the simplest way to cut hair. We could have parted it and all kind of stuff, but this is the simplest way to do it. As long as you cross-check it, it will be even, guaranteed. You can see me cross-checking here, just making sure everything is even. Now we're gonna go ahead and put in a man bun. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything to tie the hair, but I did clip it for this video. Now what I did here was basically comb out the back like he wanted. Now you can see why I left that patch in the back. He wanted the hair to hang back down in the back and a man bun on top. Now I didn't have anything to tie the hair up. He didn't have anything, so pretty much I put it in a clip so you guys can see how the man bun would look. Right here, we're just shaping up the sides. He doesn't want to shape the front, and we're giving it a little bit of C cup, half a C cup, just to give it some, look to it. Now we're gonna grab some Easy Blade shave gel. You guys can grab that on our website, easybladeshavingproducts.com, along with an Easy Blade straight razor, Easy Blade double edge razor. Pretty much gonna make that fade pop. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Again, not touching the front, just giving it fade a nice look. Now if you guys do like this video, I want you guys to go ahead and like and subscribe. Jay here from easybladeshavingproducts.com. Talk to you guys soon.